All right, welcome back to the channel. So Deontay Wilder responds directly to Tyson Fury on Twitter and tells him, man, don't worry about me. Man up and keep your word. This after Tyson Fury accuses him of being insane. Tyson Fury, of all people. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. First things first, Tyson Fury is just a different type of dude, man. And he gets about more excuses given to him than people actually accuse Deontay Wilder of making. Tyson Fury claims that Deontay Wilder must be crazy with the way that he's making these accusations about him. There must not be something right in his head and yada, yada, yada. Deontay Wilder responds, look, man, don't worry about me, quotation marks or in parentheses, whatever, because I ain't crazy. You just need to keep your promise and do what you said that you would do. I agreed to fight you 2 times that I did not have to fight you. The first time I fought you, I didn't have to fight you. I fought you. The rematch, I got a draw. I didn't have to fight you again. I tried to fight you again. You ducked me after in the original rematch. Then you went out there, and this is what I believe he did. He had 2 years, practiced up, and figured out how he could cheat better. And then he came back in the second fight, and he won the second fight. Now he wants to, now that everybody knows he cheated, because everybody knows you cheated. Everybody. Even the people that are lying and saying you're not, they're not even denying that you cheated. All they're doing is trying to distract, make somebody look here, make somebody look here. Oh, well, why didn't JD say something if that happened? I don't know why he didn't say it. Maybe he missed it like everybody else. But guess what? We're not missing it on the replays. The tape is still there. It was on pay-per-view. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees the glove bending that way. Everybody sees the picture with knuckles exposed. Everybody knows that those are not photoshopped. Everybody knows that those are not After Effects edited. Those are Tyson Fury. That's evidence of Tyson Fury cheating. It's clear as day. Clear as day. So when he gets accused, what does Tyson Fury do? When the evidence becomes irrefutable, what does Tyson Fury do? He tucks his tail and he runs. And he claims Deontay Wilder is crazy and he's making all this stuff up. And that's the reason he's not going to give the rematch. Ain't got anything to do with the fact that you got busted, huh? But anyway, there ain't no excuses for Tyson Fury not to make this fight. None. If he beat Deontay Wilder and he didn't cheat, do it again. Do it again. Prove everybody wrong, and when you do fight him again, make sure your gloves bend, okay? Make sure that magic wrist of yours flips that glove way out to the side. So as soon as it happens, a ref can grab your hand and be like, dude, stick your hand in your glove. But you won't do that, will you? No, 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 because people already found that excuse. They already saw it. So what are you going to do next? You're going to have more gloves. You're going to have gloves, get some approved custom Paffin made gloves that don't have any knuckles on there, and then get a Paffin guy to get out there and talk about how their gloves don't do that. But in the same sentence say, well, you know, this isn't really the same glove as Tyson Fury's because we make his specially for him. Look, man, Deontay Wilder's 100% right. He's 100% right. If he was talking to a man, if he was talking to somebody where it didn't matter what the size of your body is and how strong I am versus how strong you are, you know, just the characteristic. This is just the character, right? The character of the man, not the size of the man, the character of the man. If Tyson Fury's character was anywhere near his actual size, he might be a great, great, great fighter, but it's not. He is the size of he's as big as a human being in boxing dang near has ever been. I know there's Nick of Live Valuev, but he's also has the mentality of a little itty bitty cheating, spoiled child who's been raised wrong. And that's the only way that you can describe Tyson Fury and the only way that you can look at these events going on here. At least that's the only way that I can look at these events going on. Because for all of you people that say Deontay Wilder is just making it up, Deontay Wilder's making it up, you guys most of you guys finish it with, he doesn't deserve the last fight. He's already been beaten so bad. Why do we need to see this? You need to see it because he agreed to a fight. Because he agreed. Because he wouldn't have gotten that second fight if he didn't agree to the third. But this is something that is pretty usual with Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury regularly takes breaks when he's supposed to have a rematch after he's played around a bit in a fight, right? Now, I don't know if he played around with John McDermott, but I do believe that fight was not rematched right away, and then he comes in the rematch with some glove specifications that allow him to have almost no padding on his hands, but mandate John McDermott has these big fluffy pillows over his hands. So he didn't take the rematch originally, I do not believe. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do not believe he took that rematch right away. I believe he went on and he practiced his cheating and figured out exactly what they can do to make sure that they had enough leverage to get by McDermott, who many people said beat him. And then he comes into the Christian Hamer fight, and he cheats in the Christian Hamer fight. Doesn't he? Oh, no, what's the rematch? I didn't see the Derek Chisora rematch. But the Deontay Wilder rematch, no rematch for Vladimir Klitschko. He gets caught he didn't test positive after the Vladimir Klitschko fight, and that's to the person that left me a message on my Instagram. Cat's from the UK, by the way. And also, I do want to say this. There's a lot of people in the UK that think Tyson Fury needs to be out of boxing. A lot. Okay? A lot. Steadily coming into my comment section, steadily DMing me saying, Fanon, thank you for what you're doing. Let you know I'm from the UK. And they'll put voice messages on there just so that you know, so you can hear their accent. Man, we know that this dude is a cheater. We know what this is about. Dudes from Northern Ireland and Belfast sending notes saying, look, hey, man, this guy's a cheater. I just want to let you know we know what the deal is. Continue to push on. Tell the truth about Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury is an embarrassment to boxing there. And that's the thing that really, should resonate with people. The reason why Deontay Wilder had to pick Tyson Fury out of the gutter and fight him is because the UK fans put him in the gutter because they knew he was a cheater. Remember when Deontay Wilder was saying, man, we don't understand why all these guys, they can't stand Tyson Fury so much. Tyson Fury was really the one that brought UK back by winning all those belts. Well, we know now why. Because Tyson Fury is a notorious cheater. He's a notorious cheater, and people around him have known it for a very long time, dude. My personal opinion, dude, is that if Tyson Fury was not such a cheat, he'd be David Haye. Not David Haye, excuse me. He'd be what's that guy's name? Price. The other real tall guy the same age as him, the one that was supposed to be the superstar, the dude that beat him in the amateurs, the one that winds up getting knocked out, probably because he's not on HGH. He's not cheating like that. But you know what they say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And Tyson Fury is trying. But now he wants out of this fight with Deontay Wilder because the whole world sees what he is. Now, what is going to happen moving forward? My personal belief of what's going to happen forward is this, that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury are going to come to an agreement in the mediation phase of their dispute resolution process. In case you haven't seen the videos before, where it is right now, it's not in court. It is still, they agreed to have somebody to go through a process to work out their problems. That's what they did beforehand. They said, look, if there's any issue on this contract, we agree to come together and see if we can work out a solution that will work for both of us. If we cannot work out a solution that works for both of us, then the judge is we're going to move to arbitration, and then the judge is going to hear everybody's evidence, and then he's going to make the decision, and it's going to be it's going to be a binding agreement. And what binding means is that if somebody violates that binding agreement, then the other party can seek redress in a court of law. That is the agreement that they have. And this is what I believe is going to happen. I believe because Tyson Fury and Bob Arum and these guys are scumbags, okay? They're just scumbags. You cannot trust them. If they say one thing, that's what they're going to say today. Tomorrow, they're going to say something else. So they're going to tell that judge tomorrow probably, hey, we can work this out. Let Tyson Fury fight his one fight first, and then Deontay Wilder can fight his fight. And then after that, the two will agree to fight one another. And then you know what Tyson Fury is going to do if he gets past his fight and Deontay Wilder gets past his fight, if that's the scenario? He's going to no-show on the last fight. He's going to no-show on the last fight, and then they're going to say, all right, well, now let's go to court. Because that's the type of cheat and scumbag that they are, in my opinion. I wouldn't hold if the judge says you got to make this fight, but we can agree to one fight in between. That one fight is going to happen, and then Tyson Fury is going to drop out, and then everybody's going to be saying, well, Wilder didn't look so good in his last fight. Wilder, all of that nonsense y'all do to make excuses for this ridiculous cheat. But at the end of the day, the most important part is, man, Tyson Fury, if you're nothing else, dude, keep your word, man. I mean, all of this stuff about this guy being a cheater, how can you guys even defend it when he's displaying this additional character flaw, which is not keeping his word and having to fight people to make him keep his promises? Dude, this guy just needs to go. But that's my take on the matter. You let me know yours. And with that, I'm out. Peace.